Hey, welcome. Well, I gotta change something real quick, y'all. This is bothering me, and it's not gonna be right until I fix it. So we're gonna fix this real quick. We're gonna fix this to the way it's supposed to be, really, really quickly. So bear with me. But what's up, y'all? Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl, the boy Lee, aka Cat Lee, and welcome to my ambitiously radio listeners. Hi, honey. Listen, we are here. It was something that was bothering me. Some things I just, I won't, I'm not going to let it go until I fix it. And this is one of those things because we weren't, I didn't even know if I was going to make it. But welcome to the show. Today is Wet and Wired Wednesday, not the wiretap this week because sometimes we need to take a little break away from these court cases because they're a little dark. They're a little dark. And to be honest with you, sometimes we need to just regroup and refresh from them type of situations. So I decided that in between this one case we're going through, which is the Don Richard versus Diddy and everybody, Diddy, his mama, and everybody else, that we were going to take a break this week and just do a Wet and White Wednesday. What's up, Doc, baby? Waiting on you, boo. So this Wednesday, we're going to get into some things. We're going to get into some things, but before we get into those things, a few things I want to say. I like to get these things out of the way early so we can continue with our conversation, which is join the conversation. Call in, text, or drop a comment. The number is 443-780-5978. 443-780-5978. Yes, do that. Do that, boo. What's wrong with you? If you would like to contact us for any reason at all, whether it be business sponsorships, you want to get your music played, you want to come on the show, advertisement, you have some gab you want to send my way, you just want to say hi, hit us up, contact at ambitiouslyent.com, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. I'm just saying, you should just do that. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, subscription. I personally care more about the likes because, in the words of our house DJ, it lets them know that we will be here forever. Let me see. Wait. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Oh no. My mic is muffled. Hold on, let me fix it. Because I just said a whole lot for my mic to be muffled. Hold on. Cause yeah.
Said so much. I'm so mad that I said all of these things and my mic was muffled. But call in. The number is going to be scrolling on the screen. If you want to contact us for any reason, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Uh, hit that like button, although we had some technical difficulties. I know what it is. When you say my mic is muffled, I automatically know what it is now. At first I didn't, but now I did. Now it's like automatic. Oh, hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna fix it type of thing now. It's crazy. But anyway, let me just run through these things real quick. Hit us up, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Check out the website. The website is the hub to all things ambitiously. You can go check out previous episodes. You can go listen to the full mixes on the radio station. You can get some skincare products, all natural, by the way. We only did, listen, I've been trying to tell y'all, I don't have it in here because I've been using it on my hair and my daughter's hair. But that raw shea butter, it's a thing. First of all, you can't tell right now because it's curly, but my hair has grown tremendously. Um, it's healthy, it's luscious, it's beautiful. Get your raw shea butter, and it works for all things. It's for your skin. Okay, Doc, I see you, baby. It's for your skin. It's for everything. So go over there. It's the hub for everything, all things ambitiously. So that's that. And let me put this back on the screen real quick because y'all, I was muffled when I said it, but call in, drop a comment or text. Call in, drop a comment, text, join the conversation 443-780-5978. 443-780-5978. That'll be on the screen. Because we are interested. What we're gonna do today, I want your honest opinions on some of this subject matter. So I think that you should definitely join in the conversation. But let me bring Doc in here real quick. Um, Doc, I made it.
You made it.
I made it. We we went to the trunk or treat, which was whack, by the way. The church was way better. The trunk or treat that we went to today was at a high school, and they just ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Why?
Cause it's a trunk or treat, and the lack of candy that they was giving out. They was giving out one piece at a time. Like what kind of?
I mean, it's reality is that the economy is kind of different and everything. So that's one thing.
Because the church was giving it up. Nope, that is not an excuse.
But
That's
it's
all right
anyway.
though, because we got one more day of this. I'm
Yeah,
not making excuses for you. You like to make excuses for people. I do not. So all of
because
that's
I'm the
out the
person
window.
that also has a thing where I can put myself in another person's position and see, like, why would I not be able to do it if I wanted to
It's
do it?
called empathy. And I have
Well,
that, but I'm not gonna make excuses for this. I'm not making an excuse for
okay,
every little thing that every person. No, some people, man, and you had to be there. That's the other thing. You
mhm.
can't speak on something that you're not there for. You know what I'm saying?
But
You
I'm
didn't
hearing
see, you
I'm
didn't
hearing
see,
your
no, no, no,
assessment of it.
no, you didn't
Um,
see what my eyes and what my daughter eyes saw
But I
to
hear what your
even,
mouth told me.
you got part of what I told you. You only know but what I'm going to give up. I didn't
Oh,
give up
was it
everything.
worse?
So you
Worse?
know part of what I told you, and then you took it and you ran
Okay.
with it, and that's not what it was. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't an excuse. These motherfuckers had duffel bags full of candy. That's not how it was going down. And I don't live in a that kind of area. So anyway, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't live in that kind of area. Not anymore, anyway.
So
And
you
shit,
basically.
hell, the hood gave out more candy than these motherfuckers did. I'm going in the hood tomorrow. I
But what was
swear.
the level of candy? Does that play a difference? Because to me, there's a different level of candy.
I don't care what kind of candy it was. This is not a like. This wasn't. This is not what we go for. Didn't I just tell you about my daughter's hustle game yesterday?
Yeah, yeah.
We're not worried about the types of candy. We're worried
Well,
about the collection, the quantity of candy that we were getting
okay.
because
So
it has a bigger purpose. And it
because
ain't just to be
Halloween is
ate
right
by
around the
us.
corner.
Huh?
But because Halloween is right around the corner, I do remember being out when I was a kid, when I was able to go trick or treating by myself or with my friends. We would only go to certain neighborhoods that we know give out full size candy bars, the good candy, quote
Well,
unquote.
we get that in this part of this neck of the woods, but
Okay.
remember, today was not Halloween. Today was
Mm-hmm.
trunk or treat. And
Yes.
Saturday was not Halloween. Saturday was trunk or
Mm-hmm.
treat. So it's a series of things that my daughter and I are doing together that
Mm-hmm.
leads up to this, which is basically fun because, again, it's mother and daughter bonding time. We have a lot of fun together. We had fun today. She got to see where the school that she'll be at after she leaves this school, where that is and what it looks like, because that's where the festivities were held. So it was bigger, it was deeper than the candy. But they ought to be ashamed of themselves with them big ass duffel bags full of candy and shit. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Anyway, I know what I was looking at though, and I know what my daughter was looking at, and they ought to be ashamed of themselves. But tonight is Wet and Wild Wednesday.
Okay. I was looking at the title. You said a possible. And so I was like,
Because the
can
possible was
Slade,
I didn't
can
know if
Slade?
I was going to make it back in time to do the show.
Yeah.
That's why I said the
No,
possible.
but when I hear a possible, I think of spades games.
Well, we ain't doing no spade game tonight. But and I don't play spades anyway. But we all know this. Just like we all know that I don't gamble either.
There you go.
Some
There you go.
lives. I've seen some things happen over a serious spades game and dominoes game, by the way. Um, But we're gonna talk about different aspects because it is a Wet and Wild Wednesday. You know, we like to talk about We like to have adult conversations and talk about things that generally people do not have a conversation about. It's good for me because some of, or maybe perhaps a person that perhaps might want to date me, they get to know a lot about me
Mm-hmm.
before they even get to that part. So that way we're not wasting each other's time.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is nothing worse, in my opinion, than wasted time. Now, I don't get to know them that much, but they get to know a lot about me. So by the time I get to them, I can focus on getting to know who they are versus they worrying about me. You know what I'm saying? It's a game plan. Not that I'm interested in dating right now because I'm not. I'm totally not. I'm totally
Okay.
not. I'm totally not. I'm still in my movement. And I have a movement every breakup, right? And the movement is
Okay.
this. And it's not that people can join it if they want to. It's just my movement, nobody else's, which is I like to take a nice long break in between relationships. I'm not jumping to date anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, courtships happen, people want to take you out on dates or whatever. But like as far as something serious, it's not I am cool in my singleness, if that
Okay.
makes sense. But that's not to say that I'm not entertaining ideas. That just means I'm cool. I'm chilling. So I
Mm-hmm.
call it the movement. And in between breakups, this movement has been a very long movement because I've been out of a relationship officially for like 2 years now, 2.5 years now. So this one has lasted a long time. But I think that there are questions that should be asked uh, in that process, in courtship, in dating, in serious relationships. These are conversations, and I find this is a red flag for me. If I can't have a conversation where I am also heard,
Mm-hmm.
that's a no-go. And I mean heard entirely, not take some of what it is that you want to take from what, and maybe perhaps I haven't even finished my statement because you're ready for me to wrap it up. You rush me to my statement and I'm not finished. You know what I'm saying? Let me finish. That's communication. So um I'm gonna start with, what do you think are your communication boundaries?
Talking about me personally?
Yeah. I mean, you can only
Oh,
speak for you. You can't speak for other people.
well, I could. You can speak for other people in generalities, but you can't. Yes, if you're only asking me, I generally don't have any. I will talk about any and everything. My biggest thing is when I know when somebody is not holding themselves to their honest truth. And it could be because they're embarrassed about something, or if they think this
Right.
might not be the right time, or if they're thinking, I just don't know how this person's gonna react if I tell them this. You gotta remember with me too, though, I've been trained to recognize things and I was in the medical field. People lie all the time about the smallest little things. It'd be the weirdest shit sometimes.
Yeah.
And when you watch people, and I watch people facial movements, I can watch how their eye twitches a little bit. It
Right.
bugs me because then I'm so blunt with it. I'm like, what else is going on? What are you trying not to say? What are you trying to skate around? And when people say like this is a safe zone, if I'm asking you something, I just want the honest truth of what it is. So one part of me, I'm a good problem solver. I just want to solve a problem. I don't
Right.
care how the problem makes whoever feels. I just want to solve that problem. So I don't have communication barriers. What I think I
Right.
do have that most people don't get is I will tell you how to solve the problem. And I'm willing to listen to what you think your problem is. But then also
Right.
I'm also listening with the, are you telling me everything I need to know?
Okay. All right. For I gotta answer this question real quick, and then I'm gonna get to
That's what I was
my
laughing at
side
earlier.
my side of things. Would I date for a taco? No, I would not date for tacos, but I will let you take me on a date to get tacos. That makes sense. See how I flipped that? I'm not dating for a taco or for some tacos, but I will let you take me on a date to get some tacos. Sounds like a fun date to me.
So Rock,
Mm,
do
there
we
you
get
go.
tacos or something? Like what's the deal, bro?
Can I get some tacos right now? Since you want to bring it up, I'm want some lunch tomorrow. You know, some tacos. Thank you, appreciate you. Anyway,
Salute the rock, salute the rock.
salute, definitely salute the Rock. He is his crazy self. Come on up here talking about what I date for tacos. No, but you could take me on a taco date. Let's go. Um, so back to communicate. What are my communication boundaries? I feel like you know what I need you to know. You're not supposed to know everything. So the things that you need to know, you will know. You feel me? I also feel like my boundaries come when there is a lack of communication. Like if I'm dating a person and we cannot have a conversation, a honest, candid, and I get what you were saying about just because I like the band-aid ripped off. I don't like for piss. I don't. I was get ready. It's not time for me to say the
No,
words.
you good, you good.
I could say I don't pussyfoot around. I don't.
Mhm.
And I've been called in this year alone, and I keep telling y'all, I've been telling y'all this since 2024 has started. I've been being called mean all this year, but it's because I won't pussyfoot around. And it's
Mhm.
because I'm not going to hold my tongue. And it's because I'm not going to just deal with whatever you give me and say, okay, it's all right. No,
No.
I'm watching all the red flags right about now. And that's part of why I'm on my movement. You feel me?
Mhm.
Because I was on the movement, only had 1 year in, and then I was in a relationship. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt like a lot of the red flags that were there, I could have seen them if I wasn't so jaded by the fact that I fell for this person. Not that I
Mhm.
wanted to rush and be in a relationship, but that I fell for this person. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm a little bit more in tune with how things are communicated to me, things that are being said to me. I listen a little bit more because in order to have a clear, honest communication, not only should you be talking, but you should be listening. That's the only way that you can properly communicate with one another. So I listen a lot more to ensure that my communication boundaries are not broken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be able to have an adult conversation with you. Like, I'm not going to tell all of this business, but it's some of my business. I have a situation that I don't, and it's not actually, the situation does not involve me. I stay out the way. I don't bother people. I don't expect for people to bother me. If you are bothering me, you already know what time we on, because I'm going to tell you at the end of this podcast, right?
Yeah.
I stay out the way. I'm not in everybody's business. I do the Gab beat. I do tell business, celebrity business on this show. But when it comes to outside and me and the world, your business is not my business, and my business is not your business, honey. I'm not trying to find out what you got going on. I don't need to know that. So, with that being said, it's a certain level of communication I need from somebody that I'm going to allow to be close to me. That's the business that I should attend to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if we're not close, then we don't have anything to talk about. Because my business is my business and your business is your business. Well, but you have to be able to have a conversation in order to even get to that place for you to be close with me.
Thank you.
Know what I'm saying?
Like, wait to see you're gonna at least fix that last part a little bit, because
I'm not fixing nothing. I'm telling you what it is. I don't fix things for people. I'm not a fixer, nor am I a people pleaser. I am what I am, and you take it or leave it. It's just what the fuck it is. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not fixing anything. I'm saying what it is. But I am a type of person who has a wall of fucking fuck. I don't know. Might be a couple of layers of walls. It might be like the fucking Pentagon to my heart. You're gonna have to go through layers. Because you don't just get in there easy. And I'm not just going for anything. So, and us getting to know each other, we have to communicate for me to know these things. But if I cannot have a conversation with you and have a conversation where both you and I are heard, that's a no-go for me. Okay. Because it's not all about what you say. It's not. It's two parties here. You're here, I'm here. And the one thing that we both have is free will. And I'm willing to let your ass go if I can't communicate with you.
That's a fair statement.
And I'm more than willing to be by myself because I have no problems with that. I told you I love solitude. So
fair statement. I'm not arguing with you on that at all.
So it is what it is. But in order for us to for you to get to my heart, which is, like I said, it's a pentagon, it's layers around this motherfucker. We have to go through that we have to have conversations. But I'm not going to just come out and tell you my whole life. Well, see, when I was 7, no, what the fuck? That's not how life works. And you should not know everything right away anyway. How do I know that you're going to be somebody that I'm actually interested in building with? I don't know that. So why would I give you all the information that you don't even need, because you might not even be around?
What do you think when people say that they're open book? What do you think about that term?
I don't like that term because I'm an open book when I want to be. I give you the information I want you to have.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm an open book. You're not going to get all the information. Just the fuck I look like. That's where people go wrong. I feel like, personally, that's where people go wrong when it comes to courting and dating. They come out and they start just telling all the fucking shit. I'm an open book. I'm an open book. Well, maybe you don't need to be an open book right away. Maybe you need to baby step your fucking self into the situation. You don't need to be an open book. And we talking about dating. We not even talk about a serious relationship. I'll be more Johnson. I'm glad you finally put some comments up on the board, boo. Hey, Bookie. He said facts. I don't feel like you need to be an open book right away. Sometimes you give too much of yourself away.
Okay.
and then wonder why you keep having the same fucking issues that you're having in the beginning anyway, because you keep repeating the same fucking patterns, thinking you're going to get a different result. Repetitive movement. You're not going to. So change it up, switch it up, shut your mouth more, listen more. Again, remember, this is from experience. This is not from no books. This is not me going to college to learn this shit. This is life experiences. And nothing in them books is going to tell you how to maneuver your way through love. Nothing.
No, not love.
Right. And that's what we talk. It's nothing they can tell you in the textbook and be like, oh, well, this. No. Yeah, you give information when information is needed to be given. But you don't come in, this is my whole life story. It's too much sometimes. It's a such thing as too much. It is a such thing as too much. Sometimes you're just doing too fucking much. And then trying to figure out why shit looked the way it looked, because maybe you gotta switch some shit up. Change is good for everybody. This is why I be having my movement, so I can reflect on the shit that I do. I ain't perfect, but by far, never am I gonna be in a situation where I'm not happy. And communication.
It's your life. I think everybody should strive to be the happiest they can be. And sometimes happiness does involve cutting people out that you may have at one point in time thought you was good for you. And also meaning that you may have to reflect on yourself and realize that, hey, I may have done this just to try to fit this person in my life, but if the puzzle piece don't fit, then yes, I need to just change this and understand that this piece of a puzzle that I'm trying to look for myself is just not going to work the same way.
Right. I'm going to tell you something. I realized something about myself, which is get ready to sound crazy. I'm not a mushy kind of person. Like, I don't want to be holding hands all the time. And I'm not really huge. I pat, give me a kiss. All right, whatever. But I'm not really into. I don't want to say I'm not into intimacy. It's just certain parts of intimacy I can't subscribe to because of the type of person that I am. Not because, but I also sat back and reflected like, well, maybe that's, you know what I mean? That's a big part issue for me in the dating pool, because I can be a little rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? I can be. I know what I am. This is why I tell people, don't ever sit and try to dissect who I am as a person, because I don't need you to do that. I do that for myself. I am a Libra. I do that myself. I'm
the only decision matters is yourself. The only decision that matters with that dissection is you to yourself.
I'm not even questioning. I'm not even worried about whether nobody agrees with that point. That's just what I do. So if you come and try to dissect who I am and break down who I am, you're going to be totally wrong, because you don't know shit. You don't know jack bo diddly shit. You're just assuming based off a piece of information that you received what it is. And what do they say about assumptions? It makes a what? It makes a what?
Ass out of you and me. But
no, just an ass out of you, because it don't make an ass out of me because you assume something about me.
As you me. The thing that I think you kind of skip over a lot, though, is people fill in the blanks when they don't know something. And if your angle is not to tell them the whole story, then they're going to fill in the blanks about it. And it's based
and I think what you're skipping over is I don't give a shit about what people.
And that part is fine.
I say this at the end of every show for a reason, because that would be worrying about people pleasing. If I give a shit about what it is that how you take the message and how I deliver the message is two different things. And I've been saying that a long time too. How I deliver the message I can't change how I deliver the message to adjust it to the way that to make you feel better. That's not my job.
Correct.
And nobody does that for me. So why the fuck am I doing that for you?
You don't have to.
I won't ever. So I'm not skipping over anything. I'm telling you where I stand.
Let me ask this question then. Do you think there's kind of a loose, and I mean extremely loose, but a blueprint to the way people interact with each other when they are courting or attempting to date. Because I do believe that there is a loose blueprint, because are certain things that I notice that people just do. And then if one person's like, hell nah, I'm not doing that, then it doesn't fall with the script. And then the other person's like, I was doing the script, softly, but it still didn't work, because there are people like me, and I would almost assume, and I can make an ass out of it myself, I say what's on my mind and I say what I want to say. My feelings
That's for
don't get
sure.
hurt.
For certain. I'm doing that all day, every day. I just don't give a shit. I would have to give, but I also say, do people follow a blueprint? I hope they do not, because that goes back to the point that I've always asserted on this podcast, which is stop putting people in the fucking box. Everybody's not the same. Everybody don't like the same system. Everybody don't like the same pattern. Then also, I'm gonna take it a step further, and again, including my business in this shit. I started seeing people that do not know how to court people. So they don't follow the blueprint because they don't even know nothing about the blueprint, because they don't even know what that situation is.
They probably
It's a
never
lot of
experienced
people.
it.
What I feel like is going on now in today's society, ain't nobody worried about courting nobody no more.
Hell no.
Nobody is thinking about courting. All they thinking about is if they getting some ass.
Or with what you bring to the I hate that fucking question.
And I hate that, because I bring to the table what's needed to be brought to the table.
I just think it's weird that people act. What do you bring to the table?
What do you mean by that? I could be arrogant, my arrogant self, because I have a side of arrogance, and say that I am the fucking table. But no, that's not my answer. My answer is whatever needs to be brought. You feel me? You can't fill all the voids. You don't have all the answers. You can't figure every fucking thing out. Well, maybe where you can't figure out every fucking thing and have all the answers to, maybe I got the answer.
Yeah.
Maybe I could fill the void. And that's what I bring to the table. I play my part just like you play your part.
Yeah. And
Fuck that bringing shit to the table. That's why people stupid now. Like, that's why I take my breaks like how I take them, because people are so fucking dumb. And it is not even necessarily that that's their original thought process. Like, okay, well, what do you, I need to know what they bring to the table. No, they're listening to other motherfuckers who keep saying the same shit and regurgitating the same shit, and now it came to their mouth, and now they regurgitating the shit. What the fuck does that even mean? What is that? I'm gonna give you an example. I hated for a while. I dated men, and they would be like, "Well, I don't want nothing serious until I get my shit together." Well, then you're not the man for me anyway, because the man for me, we building together. You getting your shit together. Maybe I'm gonna help you get to where you need to be, bruh.
I think the funniest shit you just said, it was in my head. I'm like, oh, I want to bring up the word partnership, because I think that's the thing that most people don't understand. One thing is, if you find, and I'm gonna make it as simple as possible. If you find another living organism that does something that helps you out, and you do something to help that out, then that is a partnership.
That's a
Regardless
partnership.
if you're a blind person, you got a seeing eye dog. Regardless if you're the woman that finds the dude's keys, or you're the dude that shows up when the tire is flat, that is what you're doing as in a partnership. Because if the tables were turned and something else happened that you, like you said earlier, if they don't know how to do, but your partner knows how to do it, shut the fuck up, let your partner handle it.
And let your partner help. I said this earlier too. I had this conversation earlier with a friend of mine, and I was saying it's nothing more beautiful to me, because I'll let you lead to the best of my ability. Like I said, I'm a logical person, so if it's not logical, I'm not running with the shit, because I'll be damned if I let you fucking ruin my life because I'll just listen to everything you said. I'm not doing that. Sorry. But at the same time, if you come in and I can see that you are leading me the proper way, I'm going to let you lead. At the same time, you don't know everything. So it might be some things that I know, or some things that I can suggest that might help the cause. You know what I'm saying? To make you a better person, or to make you a more productive person, or to make you a more successful person. You know what I'm saying? That's what I bring to the fucking table. Shit.
You gotta bring something. I thought you were the table.
I am the table, but he got a table too. Also, remember that you got a table, they got a table. You combining tables.
Yeah, that's Thanksgiving dinner. All right. So based upon what you just said, this is my question to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Is love logical?
I don't think so.
And that is the weird rub between. I hear what you say. If you're
Because
not, if I'm a logical
when
person and
you
you're
get
not doing logical things,
when
and we
you
can
when
say that,
you when you get in when you fall in love, when you fall hard, you do a lot of illogical shit. You do shit that you like. You normally, if you're like not in love, because you
mhm,
could be in a relationship and not be in love, but you
mhm,
when you're not in love, like I said, prime example, I'm gonna use myself again. A lot of red flags were there, but I did not pay attention to them because why? I was in love. And they was just sitting in my fucking face. And B More Johnson, thank you for the love too. They was sitting in front of my fucking face because I was in love with this person. I just brushed all the red flags to the side, but it was a lot of shit now that I
so
think about it.
the
So I
basic
don't think
concept.
there's a logic in love. I think love is just something that as a human being you can't help but feel it in some
Okay.
form or fashion. You just it's in you. It's natural for you to feel love for something or someone. But is
Mhm.
it logical? Absolutely fucking not. Because you do a lot of irrational, illogical things when you
So
fall in love.
because we're getting close to the love notes anyway. So
Of course.
how do you balance being a Libra with being love is illogical, but you want to do or be presented with a logical thought so you can feel that you can let this person lead if you feel comfortable with that. How does that balance work?
Because see, all right, me being a Libra and everything is
You know what I
balanced
did. You
for
know what I
me.
did there. You know what I did.
Me being a Libra and everything being balanced for me.
Mm,
One thing is for me to, because I know that love is not a logical thing, it's just an emotion that we just naturally feel as human beings, right? Now, the logic comes in with the actions in which are being displayed and the actions that are being requested to be performed.
the
Let's
actions that are being
take it a
displayed and the
little
actions that are
further.
being
The
performed.
actions that are being displayed, meaning the actions that the person is showing you. You could
Mhm,
use logic, but it's hard to use that. And I'm a Libra, so I'm a hopeless romantic. I am. I am. It's weird. I am. I believe in love. Like, no matter how many times I've had my heart broken, I will not say that there's not a possibility for me to fall in love again. That's some bullshit. And I know it. And y'all know it. We know it. It's some bullshit. Okay. But I think with my balancing act is this. It's very hard to get me to fall in love with you, but when I do, I fall very, very hard, right? That's why it's so hard for me to get get there because once I do, I'm
the
there.
layers,
It
the
ain't,
layers, the
yeah,
layers.
it's layers. Once I do, I'm there, right? I don't think now at this stage in life I'm ignoring red flags. I'm paying attention to all of that shit.
Hmm.
All of that shit. You do something that I'm like, the fuck you doing that for? You gotta go.
Hmm.
You gotta fucking go because I don't have time for it. And I'll get to that in a minute. But I think that how I balance it is, but because it's so hard to get in, and because I like my solitude, and because I like to be in my own head sometimes. I gotta admit that I like being in my own head sometimes. I like to think about a lot of shit. And I
Hmm.
can't help it. I just can't turn my fucking brain off. I try. Even when I go to sleep, I try. It's still working. Still. And then in the morning, I'm like, what the fuck was that? But um, on the other scale is the hopeless romantic and the lover that I am. And like I said, once I fall hard, and that means I'm all in. Like, so it kind of balances itself out. And I don't think that
I think
it's an
it was
action that I take per se to make sure that it balance out. It's just that's who I am as a person. It has to balance out, or you can't be in my realm. You can't be in my presence. Everything has to balance itself out. Like everything. And it just does it. I don't know. It just comes naturally. But again, that's not to say I've never had my heart broke. I've never shit. 5 years and here it is going on. It's 2.5 because it's going on 3. Here it is almost 3 years later. And I'm like, shit, that was rough. So these movements that I'll be talking about, that's a part of the balancing act. You feel me? I gotta. All right, I went through this crazy ass shit. It fucked me up, but I ain't going to fold. I'm just going to balance that shit out by taking some time to get my thought process together.
I'm gonna say it this way, and this is just me listening, actively listening. Balance is, or let me say it this way: equilibrium is chaos, because it's two things trying to fight with what both they want. Balance is equilibrium. That's
I'm the
chaos.
fucking machine. Don't you think I know this?
Okay, but what I'm saying is the way I heard what you said is when this happens, you want to recreate balance. So the chaos ensues, and you're trying to make sure that this part that was over here that you fell for, the love part, you want to quickly make
Listen,
it balance out to where it goes like
I
this.
don't try to
That is,
dissect every portion of what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but one portion is
it's
illogical, and
chaos
one
in
portion is
everybody's situation. There's no one
yes,
fucking sign that does not have chaos within them.
correct.
I just happen to be one of those signs that can make
Talk
it
about
do, because I need peace and harmony. And if I don't
harmony is
have
still
that,
relevant.
that's an issue. There is some chaos, but it is not chaos that involves other people. It's just chaos internally. And I'm good with that.
Okay.
It doesn't affect anybody else, what I got going on inside. I have to balance it out. Nobody can balance that shit out for me. It's a thing that I gotta do.
That is true. So what I would assume, and I don't mind making an ass of myself, is that while you are figuring out inside in the balance, you just need a safe place to do that.
And I always have one in my solitude.
And that's why there's one part about the solitude. You can't find comfort in somebody else providing you the solitude that you need to balance anything out while you
Nobody
battle
can
with
provide
yourself.
me solitude but myself. Nobody can provide my solitude. My solitude is my space. I
You don't
don't
think
need
somebody can?
anybody else to provide that for me. I provide
No.
that for myself.
Oh, all right. So I think of it.
Companionship eventually when I'm ready.
No, but I think of it backwards a little bit, I guess. And this is how my mind works. Providing solitude means, hey, if you need time to do your thing, time to figure something out, I'm not hurt by it. I'm not upset by it. Take your time. That's the person who's not doing the other thing, the opposite thing that I think you're always kind of thinking about. No, what's wrong with you? What's going on? No, let me talk to you. No, the opposite of that is the person that says, hey, I get it. Figure I
That's the
have the patience
thing.
to wait and be here, but figure it out when you're ready. That's
I
what I
think
mean
that's
in
the
backward
thing.
solitude, I guess.
That's the thing. When I say solitude, nobody else is involved in that equation. Solitude is to be with oneself.
Okay, but
So you
in
can't give
reality,
me, well, I'm not finished that
go ahead.
communication thing. So you can't give me solitude. You can give me space, but you can't give me solitude because I'm going to be alone if I want to, whether you're there or not, because you just won't be there. So you can't give me anything that I'm already going to have.
So you've never been in a relationship where some dude was still like, Why you ain't calling me? What's going on? What's wrong?
I've had that.
Yeah.
And
So
again,
even if you're telling that person about your solitude, they don't even understand that.
I've had that recently, and I wasn't even in a relationship with this motherfucker. This is a thing. This is what I'm saying. I've had that. I, as a person of free will say fuck you if you can't understand that I need to be alone. It's
That's
not about you, it's about me. That's other part of what I wanted to talk about tonight too. When is enough enough? When are you not you, but motherfuckers stop thinking that it's all about them and nobody's supposed to be. I gotta think about myself. And I'm not going to you to ask you to change anything about what the fuck you got going on to cater to me, because I understand that you have to cater to yourself. So whatever it is that you want, if you can't understand why I need to meditate and why I need to be alone, then that's a fucking you problem, not a me problem. I'm not one of those people who like to explain too much either. I don't feel like I have to. Why do I have to explain anything to anybody? I'm grown. Are you paying my bills? I don't think you are. And even if you were, I still don't have to explain too much of shit because I'm fucking grown. Now, if I say that I need some time to my motherfucking self, then motherfucker let me have time to myself, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're not going to be around anymore, because I cut people off with precision. And once I cut you off, you're the fuck out of here. There's no more coming back. There's no revolving doors. It's none of that. If I got to keep going back and forth with you about what it is that I need for my own mental health, you don't belong here. And I'm not going to let you make me go back and forth about what it is. It's what it is. This is how I deal with my mental health. I meditate, and I place myself into solitude. And when I'm ready, then you will know that I'm ready. That's not to say that all my communication is cut off. That means I don't want to sit in your fucking face today. That's what the fuck that means. And I shouldn't have to explain that to no fucking body, because I'm not married to anybody, nor do I live with anybody. So why do I got to do marriage and relationship shit when I'm not in it? I'm not doing it.
Oh, well, to be clear, I thought we were focusing on the courting and dating part.
And we focusing on all of the parts.
All of the parts
and even if you're courting or dating me, I'm not explaining shit to you.
With that being said, that's the thing that
that's why I had the conversation earlier. That's why I had the conversation early. I like my solitude. I like to be alone a lot. It's nothing against anybody else. It's just something that I like to do. It helps me gain a peace of mind. It helps me figure things out. I explained that early. So if you didn't listen to the shit that I told you earlier, that's a fucking you problem.
Interesting.
I explain shit real early. I don't tell you everything, but one thing I'm going to fucking tell you is that I like to be alone. I have no issues with sitting with myself because I like myself. Actually, I'm in love with myself. That's so good. I can be with me. I don't need to be around a lot of people.
That's good. That's good.
I don't need that. I feel like a person that cannot be alone with themselves do not like themselves.
Sadly, I agree with that too. I know a lot of people like
that. I'm in love with myself. Me and myself, we convene every day. We have a lot of sessions together. So no, I don't need to be in your face. That's not to say that I don't want to spend time with you. That just means I don't need to see you. We don't need to sit in each other's face for fucking 24 hours a day. How? We don't even need a whole 8. I'm good with a good 4.
Okay. I respect it. Who was it? Well, I don't know if you want to do the notes right now, but I did have a thought about what you just said, because there's some comedian, a woman comedian, said a joke along those lines. Do you want me to do it now?
Or... Go ahead, do it now.
So the joke was funny because it was like, at her age and everything, she's like, no, I don't mind having a husband. There's certain things I don't feel like I need to do for my husband. And what I figured out is I like it that we can have his house over there, my house over here.
You know what I mean? We don't gotta be separate houses, but you can have your own little. That's why you bitches get me fucked up. Y'all make me mad when y'all he got his man cave. Let him have his fucking man cave. Sometimes he need a peace of mind too, bitch. And you should have your own personal space too. That is not the bedroom. I'm gonna be honest with you. If he gotta have a man cave and you gotta have a little office area, whatever. But y'all gotta be able to not always be in each other fucking faces. That's annoying. And then you start having thoughts about each other and you don't know what the other motherfuckers is thinking. The other motherfucker could be like, I could just kill this bitch. And then you
This is
over
part
here
of the
like, oh my
communication.
gosh, I can't stand this motherfucker. And then it just fester in both of y'all heads because y'all sitting in each other's faces all day long. And you and now y'all
Well,
you
I
need
think,
space anyway. So what the fuck? Just
but
let
I also think the complete opposite side of that, compared to if people really talk, is that I think one party was probably worried about what the other party is doing when they don't see them. 'Cause that's,
and
I
then
think that
that's
is a
where
human
you
thing.
have to be in a secure, solid situation.
So it
If
still comes
you
down to
feel
communication.
insecure, if you worried about if I walk out this door and I go outside and I'm doing something, then the fucking problem is you're insecure.
Yes.
That's your own insecurities.
I throw
Like I
this
said,
back
I
to,
just told y'all yesterday. What was it? Yeah, it had to be because we was talking about the library. So it was yesterday where I said
oh, yeah. You
my
say you go to the
ex-husband used to swear I was cheating on him, but I really was sitting in the Enoch Pratt Library on Cathedral Street. That was my favorite place to go. Lots of books. Yeah, because you keep calling me Dewey. That's okay. That's what it was. That's what
for real. But this is
but
a oh, I'm
that
sorry.
but see how that looked? Whole time you thought I was out here doing something I wasn't doing, and I was sitting in the fucking library. That's the fucking assumptions making an asshole out of you. That is your own insecurity, and you can't. It's not fair for you to expect the next person to battle your insecurities. If you
Yeah,
walk out
no,
the door, if I'm in a relationship, I'll just say this. I was in a relationship for 5 years. I never was on his back like, where you go? And I should have been because the bitch was cheating his ass off. But I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not checking your phone. I'm not getting ready to go play detective about where you at. Because whatever you doing, guess what? It's going to come out eventually anyway. And guess what happened? Even though I wasn't playing detective and doing all that crazy, stupid ass, retarded ass shit that motherfuckers be doing, all his shit came to the light. And I ain't had to do nothing but just open up my Facebook page and see that I got a message in there. I didn't search. I didn't
wait,
look for it.
somebody came to you as a woman.
She didn't come to me as a woman. She came to me as a little ass girl, but whatever. I digress.
All right.
Because a woman don't approach shit like that. A woman knows that your issues with the man, not with the. And you know about me, bitch. I didn't know about you.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you something. You knew about me. I didn't know about you. Okay. And again, he still watches what I do. We have conversations from time to time. Actually, that's how I found out that my ex-husband's brother died.
Oh, condolences.
Anyway, uh, but that's how I found out through him. So again, were you acting like a woman? Not really. And did you really? Not really.
Look, this is you
Really.
and your hair reflecting on yourself.
No, this is me and my head reflecting on the actions in which this person took because I didn't fuck with her. She fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? Were you really a woman? Did you really come to me like a woman? No, you didn't. And okay, I'm still being admired. And I left that situation. He didn't leave me.
No.
So yeah, like no, I'm not doing all that checking your phone shit. I'm not get ready. I'm not gonna let your insecurities dictate how I move either. If you are insecure, that is your personal problem and you need to deal with your insecurities. I should be able to walk outside and you not thinking that I'm fucking somebody. I should be able to go to the library and you not assume that I'm out with somebody else. I like the library, okay? I like the smell of books. I know it's weird, but I do.
That's not
Okay?
weird.
I do. I love the smell of books. There's
Look,
something
here's a
about
book question. Are you a person that
huh,
highlights books?
only my own personal books. I
Yeah,
like the
those I
library.
mean.
Yeah, I do highlight my own
Oh,
books.
you a nerd. You a nerd like me, for real. I do the same shit. It was a
I
nice
do.
thing written, awesome. I'll highlight that shit.
Yeah. If it makes a valid point, why not? You might want to remember and reflect back, reflect back upon the statement or the quote. So why not? If it's your book, highlight that motherfucker. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
but yeah, but it's not my job to fix your insecurities. It's not my job to pander to you and your every whim and need. Maybe back in the day, it could have been like that because times were different, and we as women were taught you just get married and you have babies, you stay in the house, you don't think, you let your husband do all the thinking for you, and we're not there. Those times have long gone. I mean, there's some bitches out here that don't mind that shit, but I'm not one of those bitches. Them times are long fucking gone, and I can't speak for them bitches. I can speak for myself. And even if I was the housewife, I would not be sitting in my house all day eating bonbons and watching soap operas. Motherfucker, I got a business inside our house.
You
So
strictly
I'm
took
still
the
busy.
Married with Children thing.
Yeah,
Like, how you said,
but the
okay.
point is this, I'm still fucking busy, even though I'm taking care of our household and making sure the house is run properly. I'm
Mhm.
still a businesswoman at the end of the day. It's no way that I'm just going to sit by idly and do nothing all day while my husband's at work. No. Yeah, I'll stay home, make sure the kids is good and all of that shit straight. But
I really
I'm gonna
think
get to this
that
money too. And that's my point. I'm gonna get to this money too. So no, those days are long and gone. You don't get that
well,
no more. And if
I
you
want to
think you're
say
gonna get that, go out there, find it, and then come back to me and let me know when you found it.
I think our generation is one of the most interesting generations. And I could be biased because I've lived it, because we lived and we seen the old traditional stuff begin to fade away, and then we are still aware of the new things that happen. And these two things have super conflict in them. But there's things that are benefits to some people, and then there's the things that are too drastic of a change to certain people. And if I talk about it like this, I mean more like the gender thing. There's ways for a woman to be a businesswoman, go about your business, get your bag, all that shit. But then there are things that, like, if you're a man, you're like, you only want me for this?
That's
Because
the
that goes back
problem.
to this
Y'all always
conversation
think that a person only wants y'all for something. Let me tell you something real quick. And I'm gonna be real candid. I'm again gonna tell a little bit about business, but not too much. Let's I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you an example. Everybody wants something from somebody, right? I hate when people, oh, you use me. Everybody uses each other in some form or fashion, right?
of. Okay, I agree with that.
Everybody uses somebody in some form of fashion, some shape, form, or fashion. Um, so I was in a situation. I'm not going to tell every detail of the situation, but I got questioned, and I just told y'all how I feel about explaining myself. I I don't do. I'm not explaining shit. I'm not married to nobody. Anybody paying the fuck. And even if I was, I'll give my husband the respect that is due to a husband, which I will have a conversation with him. But until I have a husband, I'm not explaining shit. So, somebody questioned me about a scenario. Was dead ass wrong, by the way, but they questioned me about a scenario. And I already was feeling some kind of way about that. But they made this statement and it upset me because that's what you think that I'm on, which was it was about, it's always about the money. Here's the problem. It can't be money if you ain't never give me no money and I was talking to you for the time that I was talking to you. You ain't never broke me off with nothing. You ain't paid a bill. You ain't took me shopping. You ain't done none of that shit. And I was talking to you. So it couldn't have been about the money. Now, could it have been? Right? But I'm going to take it a step further. You want something from me, correct? In this case, because remember, I said people don't even believe in courting people no more, which is so retarded. The fuck? Nigga, you just not jumping my bones, but you want some pussy, right? You want me to open my legs wide the fuck open to give you some pussy. And then perhaps you're going to complain on how long I take to give you said pussy. Because you
This is the blueprint script, though.
But it's not the blueprint script because ain't nobody courting nobody no more. That take all that shit out of there. It's no blueprint no more. Everybody is just going running rampant and just doing whatever. But here's my thing. And this is always going to be my thing. You want me to provide emotional support, vagina. You want me to open my mouth to give you fellatio. You want me to do all of these things. And then you want to turn to me and say, you using me for this? No, motherfucker, we're using each other. You gonna get what you want out the deal, and I want to get what I want to get out the deal. Shut the fuck up and just let it happen.
Well, hold on. Look, and this is where you probably about to get mad at me. You made a bad deal if he didn't have the money, but he was still having access to you.
No, I didn't make a bad deal because that was my friend for many, many years prior to us.
I ain't
See,
gonna
because
do
I
it.
don't just
If you made it as simple as
don't
this
jump out
happened.
there. He's not around. He's not around for a reason.
Okay.
He wasn't around before I made the other move. Because I was tired of his shit. Because when cat is done, cat is done. I don't need that to be analyzed. The point is this. I'm not worried about none of that. Cat don't stay where cat don't want to be. I'm a cat, for goodness sakes. Meow. The fuck? Hey, you big purr. I'm a fucking cat. I mean that shit with every fiber of my being. I'm a fucking cat. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you this real quick. Fuck. But what hurt my feelings is because I've never ever used anybody for anything. Not money, not nothing. I've had even my own mother used to preach to me, you need to, them niggas ain't doing, and they ain't giving you this and they ain't giving you that. And because I am a hopeless romantic, it was never about that in the first place. So for that person to say that about me hurt my feelings because I've never used anybody for any, not financial gain. And what he was trying to say is that situation happened because of financial gain, and that wasn't it. That situation happened because that motherfucker treats me way better than you ever did. So you had to go, and he's in. And as soon as I start getting treated like shit in that situation, guess what? I don't deal with people that treat me like shit. I only had one person on this motherfucking planet who did. Well, we can add my daughter for, but he learned his lesson the hard way. It's called a mean ass 2-piece to the dome. He learned. But besides my daughter's father, my ex-husband, the only person that ever was treating me like shit, and it was like, what the fuck? But I was married to him. You know what I'm saying? It's different. But besides that, I don't know. Again, I cut with a clean precision. I cut him off. So no, I didn't make any bad decisions. I made the perfect decision. He's not here.
Okay.
He's not here.
All right.
But again, I don't profess to give relationship advice. I just speak on the shit that I've experienced and what I know. I never give anybody else, even though people come to me and ask me for advice. I don't give advice for this simple fact. I am me, you are you. We deal with things differently. We are individuals. So how I deal with shit is not how you deal with shit. Somebody could break my heart and I'm just okay, you broke my heart. I'm not getting ready to lose my shit and try to kill you. I'm not getting ready to try to keep calling you. We not getting ready to keep having conversation. I don't even know you at this point. Who are you? We know each other from where? Oh, that's odd. I don't recall. People deal with shit differently. That's why I say you can't. Is nobody can tell you anything about how you're supposed to move because they can't. They're not walking in your shoes. They're not saying what you see. They're not living your everyday you. They're not doing none of that. So it's very hard for somebody to say, well, you need to. I had an aunt that tried that shit and I had to get her right. What I told her is what you need to fucking do is get the fuck out my face. That's what the fuck you need to do. Now, if it's logical and it makes sense, I'll run with it. Maybe I should try that. But everybody's advice is not needed. And I don't need shit fixed that I didn't ask to get fixed. I'm not broken. I'm just not your cup of tea. That's all. That's all. Everybody is not for everybody. And I just don't try to be for anybody, to be honest. I try to be for me. Try to be for me.
Well, thank you for the honesty. Telling a
Yeah.
cat story.
Yeah. I say these things with the intention on. I mean, I'm not worried about dating right now, but if I perhaps it was like, go watch my podcast. It'll tell you a lot about me. I don't give a fuck. I really can sum it all up with just that one statement in itself. I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck enough to worry about the little intricate, well, this hurt my feelings. This little shit hurt my feelings every fucking day. Or this ain't the way I like it. Well, shit, it's a lot of shit that is not the way I like it, but it's what it is. And I can't expect you to be who I want you to be, and you can't expect me to be who the fuck you want me to be, because I ain't never gonna be that. And if you're looking for perfection, you're gonna die.
That's when you look for the perfect imperfection.
And everybody's perfectly imperfect.
Yep.
So pick and choose. Now you look for the shit that you can tolerate,
Or
the
the
shit that you could
imperfections you
deal
like.
with, the shit that you know, like, all right, I could deal with this, but don't try to change it or weave it to your will, thinking that you can make it what you could do. No,
Nah, love the
no,
imperfections. Chocolate
no,
diamonds is just for a reason.
no. Don't try to make it what you think it's gonna be. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Can you tolerate it? Can you deal? Can you stand 10 toes down in that shit? Can you do that? And then that's when you'll find your happiness. If you can't, then you happy not dealing with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
It is. But in all
it is,
honesty,
but it is time for me to get to these love notes real
and I'm
quick.
gonna
But
re up and I gotta go to the
I
bathroom.
mean, I try to. That's the logical me. You just deal with the shit. You get with somebody that you can fucking deal with.
Right.
Cause I can't deal with everybody, and I know that. That's why my precision cut is so smooth. All right, it's time for me to get to these love notes. It is. Big shout out to anybody watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. I don't mean to scare y'all. I just this is who I am, and I like who I am, and so yeah. But big live love, big shout out, big to my live love. I love y'all. Thank you for paying attention. Um, I don't try to be anything than more than what I am, and that's just what it is. Ooh, mother-in-law, hi baby, I love you. Hi, B More Johnson. Thanks you for the love. It is time for me to get to these love notes, dog. Let me tell you, love notes. How do we come up with the name love notes? I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. I was never going to call it show notes. So we came to the compromise after lots of bickering, and now we call it love notes. He also said that I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not. It was just a lot of papers. But in all fairness, it was a lot of cities, states, and countries on them papers. So now we don't do that anymore. We've condensed it down. Hold on, I had to make sure everything was off the screen because, honey, I hate when stuff is on the screen when it's time to do these love notes. But big love. Thanks for all of the love. I tried to rearrange this, but my top six is standing firm. Big shout out to the United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, Canada, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. Hi, Booze. I love you. Thank you for loving on me. Ain't nobody knocking y'all off the block right now. That's crazy. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you. Thank you for the love. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. Thank you, babies, for the love. I love how y'all are just so loyal. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, Booze. I love you too. Hi. Hello. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, and Latvia. Hi. Hello. I love you. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for all of the love. Man, you guys are extraordinary. And last but not least, Hungary, Greece, and Denmark. Listen, I was doing the numbers today because I was like, all right, is it time for a top six change? Because some of y'all have been like Sweden, y'all been showing off. I see you, Sweden. Brazil, y'all been showing off a little bit extra lately too. Who else? It was Brazil, Sweden, and it was another country. And I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks good, but I can't because the numbers do not surpass the numbers of my original, my tops, not my original top six, but my current top six. Even France, I try to maneuver y'all back in there. No, y'all need to download some more. I can't even maneuver y'all in. Right now, the top six is where it stands. And that's what it is. I tried to work it out. I was doing the math like, well, if I carried a two, nope. It didn't work. I don't care how many twos I carry. The top six right now is the top six. But Sweden, I see y'all coming in there trying to, like, all right, we there. China said, I don't know about that. The United States been said, nope, this us. This us. And to be specific about the United States, I'm a big shout out to LA. Y'all been showing me big love out there. That's crazy. Big shout out to Cali. That's crazy. I see it. I see it. Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting a little love elsewhere, but Cali, I get love here in my own state, heavy. But Cali, that's a big ass state. You feel me?
Just saw the
And it
celebrity
ain't just
gossip.
LA. Like
The Gabby, celebrity Gabby.
it gotta be the Gabby. Listen, San Fran, I've been getting love in San Fran,
Salute to the
fucking
Bay.
LA, fucking oh my gosh. It's so many different little areas. And I'm like, this is crazy. So whoever is listening to this podcast out in California, I thank you. I see you. I see you, boo. I see you. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, anyway, I'm sorry. It's cute. It's cute. Doc said hit that like button. I think y'all should. I think y'all really, really should. Just boop. Free way to support this podcast. It's not gonna cost you anything. Hit the boop one time. Doc said worldwide become one with yourself love. I'm just saying. Self-love is the best love. It is. Love on yourself so that way you can know how you want to be loved later by whomever is going to love on you. And you also could possibly become a better lover. And I ain't talking about just physical part, although you could become a better lover that way too. But I'm talking about just in general. Um, like I said, self-reflection. I learned something this week about myself that I probably didn't really think about prior, which is maybe I should be a little bit more mushier. I hate that idea, but maybe I'm too hard of a shell. Maybe I should become just a little tad bit more mushier. But at the same time, it's like, what the fuck for? I don't want to hold hands. I don't want to walk with my hand in your back pocket and you walk with your hand in my back pocket. It's weird.
I agree.
Some weird shit. Like the fuck. And I don't want to do the cliche shit that everybody think you're supposed to do because you in a relationship with somebody. Fuck that cliche shit. We gonna love on each other the way we love on each. But when that fucking door closes and it's just me and you better bet I'm gonna give it 1,000%. You ain't gonna have to guess whether or not I love you when we are alone behind closed doors. Cause I'm gonna give it to you, babe. But I'm not with all that public display of affection thing. It's weird to me. Top flight, catch the vibe. Love and lost or never have loved at all. Listen, I say you gotta love. Gotta love. You gotta love. Love is a part of you being a human being. You feel me? Just shit happens. You feel me? You're gonna go through some heartbreak every now and again, but eventually you'll find your one person. I haven't found that person yet, but eventually I will. And when I do, we're gonna be old together, sitting on our porch, putting our grandchildren out, and being two old nasty motherfuckers. I ain't playing. That's just what it's gonna be. We're gonna have all right now. It's time for y'all gonna go on, call your mama, call your daddy. It's time for you to go on home now. But grandma, we want to stay tonight. Not tonight, baby. Me and your pop got plans. Next weekend, all right? Next weekend. That's the grandma I intend to be. I don't know about y'all. We got plans. Oh, we ain't even gonna be home this week. We out of here. We going somewhere. We traveling. Like, yeah. So it is what it is. But I think love is different for all people. It's not the same. It can't be a blueprint because every situation is different. You feel me? Every situation is different. How you meet is different. How you come to get to the courtship is different. How you come to actually dating this person on a consistent basis is different. How you come to being in an exclusive relationship is different. It's just different. I've had so many different scenarios on how them situations started. Each situation is different. You feel me? None of them was the same. I didn't meet all these people the same way. I didn't meet my ex-husband. Actually, I met my ex-husband and my ex a couple of weeks apart. I met my ex-husband and my daughter's father the same year. You feel me? So it's different. But I chose to go with my ex-husband, still remain friends with my daughter's father. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and it took us a long ass time to become intimate. It took us fucking 12 years.
Oh, from the time you actually met till the time of
Till the time we actually had sex. Yes, 12 years.
but that would also, and I don't know if I'm going over time, but that would also mean that there was no ill intentions or untold intentions at the time too. That's what I'm assuming. And
At the time it was long distance, so it was good work anyway. He was in New York, I was in Baltimore. It was long distance. We couldn't have something serious, even though we still wound up having a long distance relationship and having a kid during that long distance. But back then, no, it wasn't that. It was just more so, it was more realistic for me because my my ex-husband was here in the state that I was in. I could see him every day. You feel me? We could go out on dates on a regular basis. We could spend more time together.
Location.
Yeah, location was everything. And so that's how he and I wound up getting and I met, even though I met them the same year, I met my ex-husband first. And the intention was like, when I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, he could get it. So, and then it grew to something else. With my daughter's father, it was just like we was cool. We would communicate, talk on the phone and shit like that. But he was in New York, I was down here. Like what was really gonna happen? And I went to visit him a couple times in New York. You feel me? But nothing happened. And then one day he came here and something happened. Next thing you know, I was pregnant.
Something happened eventually. Time.
Something happened 12 years later, and then next thing you know, I was pregnant. And ta-da! I'm a mom now. But
ta-da!
I'm a mom now. But that's how that goes. So every situation is different. You feel me? You don't meet people the same way every time. And like I said, all people are not the same. We don't all think the same. So I think what it all boils down to is, one, paying attention to the red flags. Do not ignore that shit. Don't do that. But two, just approaching each scenario on a, case by case situation.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna have it figured out. Like, it's just you're gonna be trying, but it's gonna be some bullshit. And if you see that you have repetitive behavior, do some self-reflection and figure out how to change that shit. And this is why I'm in movement mode of my life right now, because it's self-reflection. I need to stop being so non-mushy. I might need to soften it up a little bit, soften up my image a little bit.
What you feel comfortable with?
Be a little bit more feminine. I tried that, but obviously it's not working. So I can't keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Maybe I need to soften up and become a little bit demure. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? That's the same time. Like,
I hate that everybody is using that word right now.
Yeah, because it's TikTok shit right now.
And you know what? It's been a word forever. Now y'all want to use it. Pick up a fucking dictionary. Y'all want to borrow mine? I got 2 of them.
Hey, Dewey Decimal Cat back in the building. Unabridged or abridged? Unabridged or abridged dictionary? Which one?
Do you want my dictionary? I have 2, and I have a thesaurus, and I have the Bedford Handbook. That's for you use writing papers, though. And
For real,
I got a AP style book. You want that? Like I got.
Yep.
Take your pick. I have them, but
no.
Demure has been a word that y'all bitches are just new to, and it makes me sick. Pick up a fucking book. Shit.
They don't pick up books. What are you talking about?
That's the problem, and that's why they use it demure. Like it's a new thing. It's been a word. Okay.
It's the first time they heard it. They never had to read it nowhere else before.
TikTok. That made me sick to my stomach.
It makes sense. Look.
Read, bitches. Shit.
Look. Read what?
It's some books. The library's still. I just said my ex-husband thought for a long time that I was cheating on him when really I was just sitting in the library. Guess what? Surrounded by fucking books. Guess what I'm surrounded by right now?
Books.
I would like to have a huge ass library of my own, those kind that you see in like movies and
a study, an actual study.
Actual study. I would like to have one of those. I don't mind the one. I don't know if y'all ever seen Casper, the movie Casper.
Friendly Ghost, yeah.
Yeah. It came out back and it was like the actual, like it was a real life Casper. It was kind of cute, but it was a library in there. And it led to his father's little secret laboratory and all of that. But I love that library. I would love to have that library. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyway, yeah. So just find you somebody that can deal with you going to the library and not think you fucking. Shit. Damn. Anyway, let me say these things real quick, Doc. I'm dead ass serious. Not everybody's out here worried about fucking. Some people like to read books. I'm gonna need you bitches to learn that demure has been a word, and I need y'all to go to the library or contact me at contact@ambitiouslyent, and I will loan you a dictionary. I promise I will. Which
Can I
one
make
you
a
want?
joke? A real quick joke. I'm sorry, I have to
What?
make it.
I'm loaning out
I
dictionaries.
know that there are some people that don't even know how to use a dictionary because the problem then becomes is if I don't know how to spell the word, how am I going to look up the word?
Fucking listen, you learned this very early on. Oh, that just hurt my feelings. I swear to goodness. These school
I'm
systems.
saying some real shit.
I'm saying some real shit too because I came from the Baltimore City school system and did not learn shit in that school system. I learned everything outside of the school system. Okay. I had to tell that to number 10 when he was still around. Baby, I learned nothing at the schools we went to. I learned everything outside of those schools. I educated myself and then I went to college. And then I educated myself some more. Okay? Nothing at these schools. So I can believe that there are people out here that do not know how to. But here's the thing. You don't know how to spell. That's the point of the dictionary so that you can properly spell the word. Okay? Now I got to talk to y'all like a librarian right now. Let me put my glasses where they belong.
You just
You
gonna
can
catch in the building.
properly spell the word. Then there is the pronunciation of the word. Sound it out, you stupid bitch. And then you look and you try to get as close. And then you're gonna figure out and doing your research and trying to get as close to the word as you can by sounding it out. Probably get a piece of paper too. So when you sound it out, you can write it as you sounded it out. Then you're going to look it up and you're going to find that the word that you just made up and sounded out is not the actual word, but then you can get closer to the word. The dictionary is on your freaking phones, you fucking idiots.
No, there's AI now. They can just talk and say, "Hey, what is this word? How do you
You
spell
don't
it?"
even gotta figure it out. That's the problem now. This
No,
I told you, smartphones made them dumb. Because
I'll give a bit
remember,
about myself
we
real quick.
had to worry
And I,
about the Dewey Decimal System. We had to remember phone numbers. That's the luxury of us being who we are. We had to do all of these things.
big
So
time.
that's why we're always be superior in intelligence because we
But I have
had
to
to use
say
our
this
brain.
because this is a part that's happening to me.
Fucking
When
pick up a book. I'm sorry.
when a woman, and I'm not, well, I'm just saying a woman,
A
because if
book.
I'm out dating
Uh-huh.
and she said something that doesn't make sense, I'm like, oh, do you mean to say this? This is generally the response. Well, you know what I meant. I'm like, no, because you actually use that word, and that word means this. If I knew what you meant, then that's why I'm telling you, don't ever use it. And I'm not saying like me, I'm like, the word you meant to say is this, not that. Just
This will show you what kind of person I am. I still got tabs in my dictionary.
and highlight. I just seen a highlight. I just seen a highlight. Just seen a highlight.
Pick
That's why I
up a
had to ask.
fucking book. Oh, let me smell it. Sorry.
That's why I had to ask. I'm like, are you a person that highlight shit? And I just seen a highlight in that book, in that
I
dictionary.
am. I very much am. That's one of my dictionaries. The other one's too big for me, and it's over there, and I don't feel like getting it. But if you would like, I can loan you my dictionary. I want it back. I want my shit back. I love my dictionaries. I don't like to not know how to spell things. Um, I will loan it to you though. Told you I got a thesaurus. I got all kinds of books. I will loan it to you. Hit me up. Contact@ambitiouslyent.com. Contact@ambitiouslyent.com, and I will let you check out one of my dictionaries. You're welcome. Um, join the conversation at any time. Contact us by dropping a comment, Calling in 443-780-5978, 443-780-5978, or you could text us and I will read your text out loud. Don't be a rock though asking me if I'll go on a date for a taco. No, but I will let you take me on a date to get me some tacos. Okay, it's a difference. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. I greatly appreciate it. Yes. Yes, they are. But I just hit the like button. That's good enough for me. I'm happy with the like. Thank you. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent, the hub for everything ambitiously entertainment. Yes, go there. Well, not until I'm finished, but when I'm finished, go there. I have permission. So I do not take requests for music videos because I have permission to play the ones that I play when I do play them. And then I don't take requests on the music tip because my DJ already does what he does. I need y'all to not interrupt his vibe. What I need you to do is catch his vibe, chill out, get you a drink. If you like me, roll something. You feel me? And vibe. Nothing more, nothing less. Vibe. Just saying. Join our coffee community where we can have thought-provoking, titillating, salacious, taboo conversations, and I can cuss whenever the fuck I fucking feel like it. Because I just really want to cuss. I'm tired of y'all and the censorship shit. I just want to cuss. Let me. Shit. All right. I just had to get that off my back. Big shout out to DJ Rukazy. We love our DJ over here. Don't play with him. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Go DJ, because that's my A. Shout out to DJ Rukazy. I can't wait for this Friday's mix. I'm so interested to see how this is gonna go. Let us know how you feel about these mixes, though. We would like to know. He's here every Friday. You could tell him yourself. Say it to his face. Well, not to his face, to his phone or computer screen. I don't know how he's watching it. I'm not there, but just say it to him. That's my point. Shit. And say it to me too, because you said it to him, you saying it to me, and this is war if it's bad. I'm just like, I don't play about him. Anyway, damn. All my cartoons was about war. No wonder I'm so hostile. Even Gem was about war. They was battling the misfits. It was crazy. Now I get it. They brainwashed me to be ready for war all the time. But anyway, it's time, Doc, for
Make love, not war.
Oh, fuck that. I'm going to war. It's like,
Make
no,
love, not war.
they made me. They programmed war in my head. You got me watching G.I. Joe, He-Man, freaking Gem. And that's not even supposed to be about war. That's supposed to be about songstress. The songstress that she was. She had two identities. She was like the Superman of singers. I don't know. Because she was one type of girl one time of the day, and then she got on stage and she was, Jam, it's truly outrageous. True, true, true.
You remember that though?
I
You
do.
remember that?
I had Jim. I told y'all yesterday. I didn't have Barbie dolls. They were a little bit too much expensive. Gem dolls were cheaper. And you couldn't change the clothes because Gem dolls were bigger and their feet were bigger. So you couldn't change the outfits to Barbies and none of that shit. I got picked on all the time. I was like, fuck it. I got my fucking Thundercats toys. I don't give a fuck. And
Your sword, your sword.
yeah. Yeah. And if I couldn't be Lionel, when nobody playing. All right. I mean, at least once, because it was a couple of rounds. He was outside for a long time. I should get a turn to be Lionel. That's all I'm saying. It was my sword. Anyway. Mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. My Lionel sword was my business. Okay. But everybody's business is not your business. So on Media Mondays, I'm definitely telling somebody's business. You shouldn't be in the headlines, and I wouldn't have nothing to talk about. You should probably behave yourself, and then I wouldn't be telling your business. Okay. Tap-ins. I've been doing really good lately, not telling other people business on the tap-ins, Doc. I've been doing pretty good. I did tell my business yesterday. A
No,
little bit. But we was talking about He-Man. And it was all war. Everything was war.
He-Man, MTV Cribs and Money.
Huh?
He-Man, MTV Cribs and Money. And then we finish up with Most Def, which 2 words. You said, I know that song. And you said, here it is.
I was
Quiet.
angry.
And you
I
start
was
rapping the
angry.
whole thing in your head.
I had to rap the whole song in my head like, ah! All right, but
You only
anyway,
got 2 though. You only got 2 out.
that's okay. As long as them 2 is out, I'm cool. As long as none of them, like all them bitches ain't in there at the same time, plotting on me and shit, I'm cool. They out. They cool. Cause that number one, she probably gonna turn them bitches if they stay in there too long with her. And everybody gonna turn on me. I can't have that shit. But anyway, but I've been doing good on not telling other people's business on the tap. And I've been trying. And if I do, it's not intentional. But on wiretap, you better bet I'm telling it's very much intentional. Don't be a nasty, filthy, conniving, despicable, heinous, sinister, disgusting, foul. I don't
Nefarious.
know. Huh?
Nefarious.
Nefarious. I like that one. Nefarious.
Vile. Vile.
Vile. Don't be any of that. Okay? Because we're going and be that and have a court case. Because we're going to read it. And guess who's going to help me? He's sitting right here on the camera with me right now. He's going to help me. Shouldn't be disgusting. He's my partner in good. He's helping me. We got to unveil some of this bullshit y'all got going on out here. What is wrong with y'all? But anyway, if you're any of those things and you have a court case and I can pull it, we reading it. It'll be on the app too. So you know. It's public information. I can share it. And on the wet and wired, I tell more of my business than anybody else's business. But so for the most part, mind your business, other than those couple of situations that I gave you. Safer that way.
I'll say
Safer.
this. Can I say something real quick?
What?
On Wet and Wired, time flies.
It does. It went fast tonight. I don't know what was going on.
Wet and Wired. Wet and Wired be funny to me.
Y'all already know I'm going to just say all the shit that I feel. And I don't give a fuck how other people feel about how it is that I feel. And it's just what you just, either you like it or you hate it. I don't know what to do with your feelings. Kind of weird that way. I don't know what to do. I can't unpack your shit. I gotta unpack my own. Anyway, but other than that, mind your business. Now, love your babies, hug your babies. Do shit like go on a scavenger hunt for trunk or treats and shit and then have them give you punk ass candy, and the church should not be better than the high school. Okay? The church showed out. The high school, they was trying to keep it for themselves. Big ass duffel bag full of candy, and y'all going to give out one piece out that big ass duffel. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, but when you love your kids, you do crazy shit like go to stupid shit like this. But anyway, and I'm going trick or treating tomorrow. Whatever.
Love
Love
is
your babies.
illogical. Love is illogical.
It is, because there's no logic to none of the shit that I'm doing right now. But I love her. I love her more than anything. So I do a whole bunch of illogical shit on her behalf, like buy shit that I don't know why. She made me think we was buying, the shit that you can make candy necklaces and shit out of. This motherfucker bought beads. I could have went to the hair store and got some beads. God damn it. Anyway, probably would have been cheaper too. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies. This is why I bought the stupid ass beads, because I encourage her to be creative. This is why I went scavenger hunting for trunk or treats just to be mad at this one today. But whatever, we gained something from it. Love
Logical
you,
cat is
baby.
fighting love cat. That's what I see in my head right now, though.
What?
Logical cat is fighting love cat. AU Big Bird.
I can't fight this love. This love is forever.
And no, I'm not saying that specific love. I'm just saying logical cat fights love cat. Love cat has many different ways of love. They say love has many different languages, agape, all that shit. That's the love cat. But logical cat, the person that you say is rough around the edges cat, they fighting each
That's
other
the
all the
cat
time.
that's fussing about buying these stupid ass bees that I could have went to the hair store and bought. That's the cat that's like, why the fuck did I do all of that? And they didn't even really give a shit. This is balance, baby, balance. Um, but anyway, love your babies, hug your babies. Do shit like go on stupid ass scavenger hunts and buy bees that you think is candy that's not going to be candy. Do all of that shit because that's just what you do as a parent. You do these things and you love it. You might not like it, but you love it. And tell your babies that they are the greatest of all times. They are the greatest, and you should encourage them to continue being that for the rest of their lives. I promise you, I will. I let her talk me into stupid shit all the time, but it's motherhood. It's motherhood. I love her. I adore her. So I do this type of stupid shit. But if they want to work for NASA, she used to want to work for NASA. She changed her mind. She don't want to work there anymore. But I'm going to continue with this. If they want to work for NASA, tell them be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do at NASA. I don't know. What I do know is get yourself a telescope, but not the kind that you look through your neighbor's windows with, you little perv. Get you a real one, a real good one. Don't be a pervert, okay? It's disgusting. Then I got to read your court case along with the diddler. Who wants to do that? That's just weird. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, or engineer, because they got those over there too, that they can be. And whatever else they do over there in NASCAR. I don't know. They got a need for speed. And at one point in time, they used to love muscle cars. And I told y'all I be having muscle car orgasms on a law. I love a muscle car. The point is, whatever it is that they want to do, encourage them to be fucking great. And always tell them that they are the greatest of all times. They need that. And I wish y'all would just get it together and just do that. We have a lot more sane children running around instead of these lunatics that are out here acting crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's the lack of encouragement. All right. Oh, I'm already where I need to be already too, because I'm about to tell y'all something. I'm about to tell y'all something and why I am the way I am. One is because this is my genetics, it's my DNA makeup. I told y'all I got ancestors that were in the Nat Turner Rebellion. I don't really give a shit. It's in my DNA. So stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. It's a fair warning. Stay in your lane. My lane and your lane are not the same. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. Stay in your lane. Okay? Okay. Because you jump in my lane, you're going to get something that you do not want. Do not break the glass and do not push the button, boo boo. Because if you do, the Harleys is coming out and I'm right behind and you're going to get this. Why would you even want her? You don't want her. She ain't nice. She could be bitchy when she wanted to be. Just leave her over there in the pride, eating her gazelle, feeding her cub, minding her business. Leave her alone. Huh. You don't want her. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly. She is. Right? Or at least her before I say that, though. Hey, you big purr, bitches. Yeah, hey, you big purr. Yes, yes, yes. Because let me tell you something. If Cat is purring, Cat is a happy, happy girl. Hey, you big purr bitches. You want the latter two, you don't want the first one. She's not nice and she don't give a fuck about nothing. She's going hard and she gonna send 1,000 toes down on that shit, and she only got 10. I'm just saying. Um, and what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. And who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. I don't need that for Dot. We don't need that for we. So just stay in your fucking lane. You fucking Okay, whatever. Just stay in your lane. It's safer that way for everybody. Which brings me to my next point. Again, fake ass J. Cole, where are you? We need you back here. So I can tell you to tell the real J. Cole to shut the fuck up. You did the thing. Leave it at that. You can't come back and explain why you did the thing. You did the thing. You explaining why you did the thing is not gangster. You doing the thing and standing 10 toes down on that shit, whether anybody agrees, that's the gangster shit. Because you understood when you did the thing that not every battle is a battle for you to fight. Some battles you just gotta say, you know what? It doesn't set well in my heart. It didn't. I can't be out here beefing with my brother. It didn't set well in my heart. See how that worked? And then you come back and then you do a song about doing the thing. It's retarded. Stop it. Shut up. Fake joke J. Cole. Tell the real J. Cole I said that. Okay? Stop. I love you, J. Cole. Your album is behind me. Shut up and just stand on the thing. Okay? Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight. And Mob Deep told y'all a long time ago, obviously, J. Cole was not listening about this. He needs to listen. And they said, and I quote, there's a war going on outside that no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever in these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look, you shook, because ain't no such thing as half-baked crooks. Ha ha. Mama say, Mama Sama Makusa. I have to start saying that a little bit early because I'll be going. Okay. Okay. Mama say, Mama Sama Makusa. Y'all wasn't listening to them then. Maybe you should listen to them now. Don't worry about the battles. Worry about the fucking war. I'm worried about the war. Fuck them battles. You can have all that shit. I don't give a fuck about your little battles. I'm trying to win the war. And we are all fighting one, apparently. Well, we are. Um, so that's that. Worry about the war. Fuck the battle. She not listening no more either. I don't have a fake Lizzo on my channel, so I can't summon her. I was looking for her. I can't summon one of those. I summoned the fake ass J. Cole though, but I didn't summon a Lizzo. Boo. Um, so maybe I'll speak to her again and maybe she'll listen again. Be who you are. Nobody, you can't be out here trying to fucking live for everybody else and you're gonna be miserable. And I've been telling y'all something. I don't know if y'all heard it tonight. You should have heard everything I said tonight, which is I do not subscribe to that kind of behavior. I be damned if I'm gonna be out here people pleasing and worrying about what the fuck it is that you want just for me to be miserable. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't let them tell you how to be, how to eat, how to sleep, how to shit, how to live. Don't let them tell you any of that shit because they not walking in your shoes. You're walking in your shoes. They gotta walk in their own. Okay? Okay. You come in this world by yourself, you're gonna leave by yourself, even if you are a twin. It's just how it goes. Um, you can no matter how much you try to please them, you try to fix the one thing, they're gonna find something else to bitch about. Fuck them. Fuck them. Worry about making you happy. You can't make other people happy. You can only make you happy, but you can add to their happiness. They can allow you to add to their happiness, but you can't make them happy. And if you go through life trying to do that, you're gonna be miserable. So focus on you, boo. It sounds selfish, but self-love is the best love. Doc baby,
Cats,
thank you for being here, boo.
always. Love you.
As usual. It's a key. We in here tripping.
If we ain't driven, we speaking honestly. We discussing things, understanding boundaries, understanding comments, actively listening or
Mhm.
listening to the full thing. I'm cool with it. I understand it.
Yeah, because I encounter even with my daughter sometimes. Like I say, baby, you gotta let me finish everything that I'm saying so that you can get the full understanding of what it is that I'm saying. Um, again, I'm working on that part with me too. That's why I can honestly say it out loud. Like, okay, that's a thing, because that's something that I had to learn how to do as well, which is actively listen to the full message before I come up with whatever I'm coming up with in my head. I had to learn. So, it is what it is. But I definitely appreciate you being here, sir.
All right, always am glad to be here. It's
We
been
know what day it is, sir.
trash day.
We gotta go take care of our
Take
trash.
out the trash. What the trash? Look, somebody put their trash out yesterday. That was kind of weird to me, though.
No, I did start early today because it's a lot of trash just go around. I don't know. Oh, I think because my mother was having a moment in one of the bathrooms upstairs. She likes to redecorate shit from time to time. So
Yeah.
it came with a lot of extra trash. So I started early, so I only got a little bit left to go handle. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with people trying to make what they was trying to summon the trash people early. I don't know.
I just know somebody put their trash out in my neighborhood yesterday, but I sad, weird, like stay out of town. But here nor there, it's just don't know. But if I see some weird shit, I'm gonna do the proper thing compared to if I knew other friends that would do other things. But I'm like, you put your trash out a whole day ahead. But
I don't know. People are crazy out here. But anyway, it is our trash day. We do have to take out the trash. So with that being said, y'all, we about to get up out of here. We will be back on Friday for the fire mix. We are ready. We are ready.
You gotta send your email though, just to be fully aware. I actually have something going on a little bit.
Okay, well send me you sent it to me already, or are you gonna send it to me?
No, I'm gonna send it to you a little bit later.
Oh no, because I was getting all let me look. All
right. Now.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be looking for it because I was over here like, when you send it to me, Doc?
No,
all right, but we're gonna get up out of here. We will see you on Friday for the fire mix. We gotta go. We got trash to take out. Good night. Bye. Bye. We gotta go. Bye. If I could.
Oh,